July 25th. The year is 2022. It's been a dangerous weekend here in Atlanta. We had 11 people get shot over the weekend out in various places. One thing that kind of surprised me, there was a shooting, and I don't think this is the first time they've had a shooting on North Side Drive near a strip club. There's a strip club off North Side Drive in the I-75. And there was a shooting there where 8 people got shot in this gas station next door, which I've gotten gas at many times. Not recently, that shit too hot over there. That gas station was shot up and the windows shot out and 8 people were injured and shot. Luckily nobody was killed, but 2 people were in critical condition, so you never know what the outcome of that'll be. The one thing about Atlanta, when you hear about people getting shot and they say critical condition, sometimes they never come back to report, well, this person died, or this person was paralyzed, or this person, going through months of use. There's a whole bunch of shit that we really don't hear about. Now, a lot of my friends constantly go out to clubs and party, and they're constantly saying, why don't you come out with us, go here, go there. And I have not been really, and I've been working on this house, and I'm not really a big party or club goer any damn way. I'm too fucking old to be sitting in these clubs. By the time I get dressed and put something on and drive down there and park and pay to get in the club, I'm ready to go home. It's like, okay, I'm tired. I ain't came out here for what? But I'm noticing more and more of my friends who do go out at nighttime are having problems. I've had several people who've been killed, robbed, shot, carjacked, cars stolen, all kinds of crazy shit because they're out there at nighttime in the streets. And some people, and you would think that you can go visit the city, travel, do things, go places, do stuff, have a lot of fun. But unfortunately, we live in a world now, y'all, where you better be very, very careful. You better be very, very careful about what's going on. You better be very careful about going out to these. Is it that important? I mean, is it that important to be out there in these streets with all this crazy shit going on? Every night there's some type of shooting or killing. I mean, back in the day when I went out to clubs, I was much younger too. I don't remember all this crazy stuff going on. I just don't remember. I remember going out to the worst you might have to worry about was maybe getting booted. And even then, back then, when I was going out in the early 90s, that wasn't even, booting was a necessary issue at that point that I can remember. I've only been booted maybe once or twice. That's enough. Once you boot my ass, I know to go to a parking lot, pay and keep my receipt and do everything right. But here's the catch. Ever since this pandemic, things have gotten worse out in these streets, which is why I moved to the outskirts of Atlanta. Everything got expensive. Food, housing, gas, everything skyrocketed. And I said, okay, if I continue to live in this environment, right across the street from where I used to live, which was in Grant Park, a historic neighborhood in the city, there had been 2 shootings ending in death. 2 individuals have been shot and killed. Maybe more than that in that surrounding area. And besides, getting packages stolen off my front porch. I had some packages stolen, but that's just minor in the scheme of things. But it just seemed like everything was kind of trending towards a lot of violence. Sometimes you get older, you get tired of the riffraff. I got tired of the panhandling. There were just some things that I didn't particularly care for. I wish I could have lived in a high-rise downtown, but that just was impossible because the rents were so high, and even if I considered buying a condo, they wanted so much for so much in payment, and I just said this wasn't a good idea for me, and that's why I came out and purchased a home a little bit further out. It's still 15-20 minutes away from the mayhem and confusion. However, I feel safer out here. Feel safer doesn't necessarily mean I'm safer. However, I'm not a night owl. So when I come in here, I can lock that door and sit there and turn on the lights. I'm in the house. I'm not venturing back out to go to nobody's club downtown Atlanta. I'm not venturing out to nobody's hookah bar or all this other stuff. Who is this damn girl? Hey. Hey, the door. If the door's open, come on in.
It's locked.
Oh, okay. Oh, give me a second. I'll be right back, y'all. Ooh, I'm back. The sun and came out and got hot out here. Lord, that was a delivery. Somebody showed up my door to delivery. But as I was saying, guys, I tend not to venture out at nighttime in Atlanta because it has become kind of dangerous. Now, y'all can do what you want to do. But I have been literally, friends of mine have used pressure to try to force me to come out to a club, come out to a restaurant, come out to this, come out to this. And I'm not feeling all that late at night in Atlanta. Now, if you want to do something during the daytime, let's do it. I tell people we can go during the daytime, we can go to a restaurant, we can go whatever y'all want to do during the daytime. I'm fine with that. But nobody calls. Nobody wants to do nothing. I say we can go by the pool. There's so much shit going on in Atlanta in the daytime. I don't mind doing that type of stuff during the daytime. But everybody's a fucking night owl. And they want to get out in these streets and rip and run all night long when they're drinking and driving and crazy. I don't want to do that. I prefer sitting in my house at nighttime, locking my door. It's just safer. I'm 52 years of age. I done clubbed and partied and seen enough of nighttime activity. About 10, 11 o'clock at night, I'm ready to get my ass in bed and go to sleep. I'm like, yeah, F this shit. I ain't going nowhere but go my ass to bed. But a few of my friends have made the decision that they want to venture out, that they want to go out at nighttime. They want to go to these clubs. They want to go to these hookah bars or lounges or restaurants, whatever. And it's always something happening, including a gay couple. I don't really know the couple that well, but I know who they are. They left the restaurant late at night, downtown Atlanta. One of them, they were robbed, and one of them got shot. It was on the news very briefly, but I understand that man is having some very difficult times recovering from this shot, the injury that happened in Midtown when he was leaving a restaurant and somebody tried to rob him and shot him. Y'all better be careful. It ain't all that, right now, and this is what I tell anybody. We going through something that's kind of hard to explain. We went through this pandemic. The country's trying to recover from the pandemic. We're going through high inflation. A lot of people are financially struggling. There are just a lot of issues going on out there. I would strongly tell anybody moving forward, you all need the stuff that you were able to do maybe 2-3 years ago. I'd be very careful doing that today, particularly if you want to go out at nighttime. If you are a night owl and you like ripping and running at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever time when the sun go down, be careful. Do it at your own risk. Think smart. Now, them guys left that restaurant on Peachtree Street, right there at 7th and 8th and Peachtree Street, which if anybody knows Midtown, it's the old Gordon Burt's restaurant. Gordon Burt used to be that restaurant there. And they left that place and were going to a parking garage right around the corner. And somebody followed them, attempted to rob them, and something happened, and one of the guys ended up getting shot. But this is right near Bulldogs, so let's just say it's right near Bulldogs. But they were leaving that restaurant and they got shot in the middle. The boy's been in the hospital ever since. This has been a couple of weeks now. I've gone to many restaurants, including Bulldogs over there. You got Bulldogs, you got across the street from Bulldogs, there's a hamburger place there I've been going to all the time. You got a couple of restaurants up and down that street. Anybody who knows that area, you got that Quick Trip gas station there. It's not a gas station, a Quick Trip convenience store. Bulldogs. Oh, what is the name of that hamburger place across from Bulldogs? I can't think of it. They have a comedy club there too. A lot of stuff there. For them to get robbed right there on Peachtree and miss all that activity and people and to get shot was kind of like, okay. And it wasn't no more than 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. It wasn't late. Somebody falling and robbed them. I guess I can say it could happen anywhere, but it's happening more and more in places. That's what concerns me. And I guess it could happen in the little daytime too. Who knows? Just people need to start watching their surroundings. Put down them cell phones. Put them phones down. Is somebody following you? Watch your surroundings. If you think somebody's following you, dip off into a restaurant or club and let's just see if this person was actually casing us out to rob us. Get out them phones. Pay attention to your surroundings. Don't argue and have no arguments when you leaving someplace, because you know, Earl used to get on my fucking nerves with this shit. He'd be having this conversation, and I'd be like, Earl, we need to pay attention to what's going on around us. We can discuss this shit later. Whatever's going on in your head, we don't need to discuss that now, because we are out and about, so we need to watch our surroundings. And let me just say, Earl kind of lives in a fantasy world. So I'm always the one that's on point saying, watch this, go there, do this, watch out for this, listen to that, who is that, why is this person? Because I'm on nigga patrol. Earl be playing on his phone and just lollygagging around. I'm like, Earl, we gonna get us. And then particularly me and Earl were in Miami. We had drove down to Miami one time, and I was listening to the navigation, and Earl was trying to tell me something. He's like, are you listening to me? I'm like, Earl, no, I'm not listening to you. I'm listening to the navigation, because I don't know where the fuck where I'm at, and this thing is trying to tell me what to do. He got upset about this. I said, Earl, I have no idea where we are. This navigation, we might jump off the wrong exit and get our asses who knows. I'm like, I don't know Miami like this, and you don't either, so we have to pay attention to this damn navigation thing. And he was all eating and huffing and puffing. I said, Earl, well, you need to chill out. This is very important. We got to get to where we're going safely. I don't want to have a car wreck out here. And I find it, hit the wrong button, man. Sorry. Sometimes niggas need to keep their nigga shit at the house. Have them conversations. When you out and about, pay attention to what's going on. Then me and left that restaurant, that couple on Peachtree Street, and thought they were in the safety of Midtown. And that man has been in the hospital in critical condition for weeks now. You know, they're even saying he might not even make it. I'm like, whoa. I thought he would have gotten better by now, but no, he might not make it. You know, I'll hope that he does come out of there okay. But y'all better be careful out here. We're in a whole new world now, where people are getting shot. And in the scheme of things, Atlanta shootings are minor compared to places like Chicago and Baltimore, and I haven't really been paying attention for the past few weeks, but Chicago at one point had multiple shootings every week. So I can imagine they probably still off the chain up there in Chicago. Everybody got a gun. I've never understood this. I'm going to grab a gun and start shooting everybody. Or shooting at somebody. When that young man was killed at that gas station last week, that a young PE teacher, they arrested a 20-year-old kid, 20-year-old man who's going to serve God knows how much time in prison. They know he was the trigger man. They know for a fact that he shot that boy in the head and killed him immediately when they were trying to carjack his damn car at that Quick Trip. And this happened at 12:30 in the afternoon, broad daylight. Yeah, I gotta be careful out here. Watch your backs. Watch your surroundings. Watch these people. And that was a tragic incident. They just buried him last week. But like I said, I have friends I personally know who have been carjacked, shot and killed, robbed, out enjoying life, out at the clubs, out partying, and then these monsters, these crazy people, you know, came and destroyed their lives. You know, you just gotta watch your back, watch your surroundings, be careful. Anyway, that was a video that was on my mind. There's another video I want to do today. I'm gonna come back and do that because I got interrupted so many times today trying to do these videos. So I'm gonna come back and do another one. But just watch your surroundings, y'all. Be careful out there. We in a whole new world now. People that lost their damn minds. They don't mind grabbing a gun and shooting and acting a fool and doing all kinds of crazy shit. And it's hot out here trying to get out this heat. I was going to do a nice video outside. Man, I made doing too many of these more videos. It's only 11 o'clock, but it is hot out here. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Today is Monday, July 25th. Well, it's July, so it is supposed to be hot, I guess. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Monday.